There's Russell Westbrook, and it's Sacramento to start out. And due to some injuries, we're not seeing these teams at full strength, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., some adjustments have been made. And, you know, if the players stepping in can be effective enough, they might just earn an increased role on their team moving forward.
So it's the Mavericks now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Outside Christie. Pass to Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Christie with a 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and Coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Flag. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Pass to Christie. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Davis.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has the athleticism.
Outside Levine. The 3 is up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And it's clear Anthony Davis welcomes the challenge of leading as the team's best player.
And it's a role he occupied in New Orleans. Now the opportunity to play more at the 4 spot. He got what he wanted and is ready to take the weight.
Back to Christie. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Christie. He's got 5. The 3 from Washington. Zach LaVine clears it away. The Kings have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, he is the exception to the rule.
That's good from DeRozan.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
DeRozan hits them both. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Already 5 lead changes here.
It speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
For 3, Westbrook. Offensive rebound, Kings. Count that bucket.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Flag. Outside Christie. Pass to Davis. Uses the glass on the layup.
The muscle from Davis, so confident and powerful inside.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Westbrook. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Flag. Gafford passes to Davis. Here's Flag. 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Westbrook taking his time here. Down down low. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. He's got 6. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
And Dallas calls time here.
Here they come, fans. Your 916 crew. Let's hear it.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there.
For your Kings Youth Dance Team.
To the paint. Monk with a steal. Here's Schroeder. Finished off the break.
The quick hands of Monk forcing the turnover that leads to the break.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 3. Marshall passes to Russell. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Russell against Monk. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Clifford. Over Thompson. That one off the back iron and out.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Achua with the dunks.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Marshall outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Schroeder with it. Five to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Kings on top. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back.
Dallas, 15. Fans, your Kings Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the floor. Then it's Williams. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Nembhard in at the point. Outside, Williams. To the wing on the left. Here's Gafford. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Guys, back to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Thompson fires from way outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Nembhard against Schroeder. That's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. 3-on-3. Pass to Schroeder. Lets a floater go. Muscling in, DeRozan.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Flags checked in for Nembhard. The Kings lead by 7. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Ellis. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. Levine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook comes in for Schroeder.
Beating good defense, DeRozan scores even when it's not easy.
And Dallas calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
We've got some T-shirts. We are going out.
And Dallas making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Dallas substitution. Anthony Davis.
Now Williams. Still no points. Outside Christie. Pass to Davis. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Hangs. And Westbrook lays it in. And the Kings lead by 11.
The D must force Westbrook farther outside because he can absolutely hurt you from down there.
Here's Williams. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining.
Christie passes to Williams.
2 minutes.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And here's Flagg outside. Balled in by the Kings. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. DeRozan right side. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside, Williams. Pass to Flagg. Good on the bucket. Flagg's gotten 4 this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
On the wing, DeRozan. He has 6. Murray against Washington. Here's Levine for 3. And another miss by Sacramento.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Oh, Davis! Finish it off the lob.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Here's Westbrook. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Williams looking around. The 3 from Washington. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Sacramento on top, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. Looking at the Kings, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentage looks. And that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, but they're too worried about the post game.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
They need to play with better energy on me. These guys are going to sleep out there. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting. Gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they hear that in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out anyway.
And now with the second half about
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Russell Westbrook out there with Zach LaVine. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Back to Westbrook.